What's the condition of Grays Athletic here in January 2009?
Condition of Grays, the economic climate tells you the state of football. It's just not Grays. It's a national problem. You know, other than the big 4 or 5, it's a national problem. You know, and money's not easy to get. You know, everyone's clipping their wings. You know, my business, we're clipping our wings, and our sponsors are, and everything. And at the end of the day, it's that's where the problem lies. You know, before everyone was willing to put their hand in their pocket and help the local football community and so forth. But yeah, it's hard at the moment. It's very, very hard at the moment. So the state of Grays is like everyone else. You know, we're in a financial meltdown at the moment.
So is Grays running, as a financial concern, is Grays running week by week, or will Grays be here at the end of the season?
One thing I've always said at the end of the day, though I blow hot and cold, but people are telling me that I'm mellowing now, is that we will run till the end of the season. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm bringing people on board because it's always been about Mick Woodward, and that's got to stop now. You know, I've brought on, as you know, a chief executive, Tony Turville. He's bringing some other high-profile personnel on board who have got experience in other fields. So therefore, you know, the burden's being taken away from me, which it needed to. It was always about Mick Woodward, and it's not. It's about, you know, other people, Grays Athletic Football Club, and so we'll run to the end of the season, and hopefully we'll stay in this league, and then we can readdress it, and then we can address it with the supporters, you know, the local authority, where we are, and you know, there's a lot of mountains to be climbed to put this club on a more secure footing. But that goes with the local authorities as well, because they've got to show willingness. And as I see here in a moment, though there is a feasibility study, you know what I mean, I've seen a tortoise move quicker.
Are you falling out of love with football, or are you falling out of love with Grays stroke Thurrock?
I'm being totally honest with you. I feel tired. Because at the end of the day, you know, I shouldn't really say this, but you get certain personnels within the football club, you know, and footballers. You know, I know they're an employee of the club, but you know, they come in and they go, and other than 1 or 2 personnel that we got on board with us who are very, very loyal, the other ones they're about themselves. They're about coming to the club, and you know, if the club ain't doing well, or you know, they've got financial, they'll move on and go and sell their wares themselves. But I also find at the end of the day, the PFA don't help. You know, at the end of the day, they're like a governing body by themselves, as you know, and all they think about is the players. They never really think about the football club and the financial implications that arises from it. And PFA always say that the players are never wrong.
Do you find, as a working man who's dragged himself up, etc., do you look at the players sometimes and think, you know, who are from similar backgrounds, but do you think they're a million miles away from where I've had to drag myself up from?
Oh, they're on planet Pluton, some of them, right? And maybe I'm not blaming them, but I think I blame them from when they were brought up from the, you know, the football academies that they belong to, you know, where they've been educated and sort of been told, you know, they're the best thing since sliced bread, you know, and I blame parents and people around them, because 11, 12-year-old, they're picking their bags up, they're cuddling, telling them the best thing since sliced bread. You can tell your child that to a point, but also educate them about the real world. You know what I mean? Because what parents do is, and also senior football clubs, and I'm talking about Premiership clubs and Championship clubs, they leave these kids on a plateau. You know, they tell them one thing, get them out, but the kids still believe in believing that they're, you know, at the top of the tree, and when they come to play football at our level, you know.
Would you And when people look at teams like Hayes and Yedin, AFC Wimbledon, Histon, and they see these part-time players who are still training 4 times a week, do you think, yeah, that probably might be a way to go?
I think what's got to happen now, I think non-league football has had a taste of the full-time and the, what we call like the television hype, you know, the Sky and everything. And I think we've all got drawn into the hype of everything, but reality is about reality. And I think it's about time that we looked, and why we're in non-league football and we're playing the level of football we're playing, I think we have to really look at maybe being part-time and readdressing it, because there isn't the money that people think there is in this football, and as I said to you, it needs to be readdressed in a totally different way now. It's got to be relooked in a totally different way.
This may be not be a question for you to answer, but you're a player who he's on a good wage in a Blue Square Premier. Suddenly they're going to be going part-time. They've left school, perhaps no skills, mortgage, wife, kids, car. What are they going to do, and what's your advice to them? My advice is
they're the ones who put themselves in that predicament. Yeah, that's where I said about being educated at 12, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, players think, I've arrived, I'm here, I'm a full-time player. You know what I mean? No, that's why I believe that, you know, when kids are 11, 12, they should be educated, you know, from Premiership, from, you know, the top level football, and about, you know, you're not guaranteed to be a footballer, things could happen out there, but so many of them have got their heads up in the clouds. It's just unbelievable, unbelievable, right? They live in cuckoo land. Right, you know, and there's nothing like having, I don't make them wrong by having, you know, a goal, or, you know what I mean, and, you know, and having an ambition, but I think you've got to really sort of, you know, think about other things, you know what I mean. If you're not playing in the Premiership or the Championship, you know what I mean, you know, it's an hard task, and it's the one in a million that gets found again. You know, we know that. You got the boy Beckford at Leeds, you've got Kitely and that. So, you know, how many players have come into our level and not made it, and how many have come back out of it? Not a lot. The stats are very high against players going back into the Football League. So is your commitment to Grays Athletic waning from a financial point of view, or is it more of an emotional point of view? That's an hard one. Financial, at the end of the day, is I have to look after my family, right? And as I said to you, I'm not willing, you know what I mean, to finance the football club, you know, in any way, because at the end of the day, we had a great 2 or 3 years when we got some great money in from the Sky, the trophy for, you know, Kylie and McLean and other stuff, you know, so that helped. It's on its way, and, you know, but now